Get a good look at this face right here, Sabres fans, because Konsta Helenius is here to stay. Folks, welcome back to Gatesy's Win More, Lots More, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel. And before we talk about the Sabres' big 2-1 preseason victory over the Columbus Blue Jackets, we got to talk about this geolocation blackout that happened. So, first off, the Sabres weren't broadcasting this game on MSG or on ESPN+. They had it on their website like they did the Prospect Challenge, except this time it was geolocation blocked. So you could not watch this game unless you were in Western New York, which didn't make any sense to me. There's no reason for that. It wasn't like they had ads going. Each commercial break looked like that. There was nothing there. So I had to buy 2 different VPNs. I don't know if that's allowed, but we got there, able to watch the game. But I feel bad for Sabres fans who weren't able to do that or had to watch it through some nefarious means. People shouldn't be punished for wanting to watch this team, let alone in the preseason when we're watching, some players who they're going to expect to play and just random guys who will play in Rochester. So going forward, hopefully that's not an issue. Hopefully it's just a one-time thing, but Sabres fans should not be punished for wanting to watch this team. Now, back to the game. So Sabres win 2-1 against the Blue Jackets for a second straight night. 2 wins, another slow start for the Sabres. But I want to talk about that lead, about Konsta Helenius, because he looks like, men playing against boys, which is very ironic because he is 19 years old. His line mate tonight, Jason Zucker, is 33. He was 14. Jason Zucker was 14 years old in high school when Konsta Helenius was born, and those two played very well together tonight with Ryan McLeod in the middle. And Helenius, through 2 games, he has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. The assist tonight we're going to look at because, firstly, the puck was just glued to his tape all night. He was so confident, so comfortable in the O-zone. And the Sabres' second goal, Lindy Ruff said it in his post-game presser, was all because of Helenius. He worked, he competed. He just looks like a totally different player than even what we saw in the Prospect Challenge. He has completely elevated his game, which is what these young guys needed to do to make that jump to the Sabres, especially with Jordan Greenway out to start the season. Helenius might take that spot on opening night, but you see here how confident he looks, and then the goal, all because of him. He gets that pass, finds backdoor to Zucker. Sabres take that 2-1 lead. Helenius looked great, and on the back end too. One thing that stood out and why I think Helenius will be with Buffalo to start the year, Lindy Ruff said in his post-game presser, when Helenius took a bad stick infraction with 5 minutes to go, Sabres killed it off, which is great. He could have sat Konsta, or he could have played him and see what he's going to do. He decided to play him 5-on-6. He worked his absolute bag off, competing the whole time, made a ton of breakouts, getting the puck out. Stayed out a little bit too long, got gassed, but he worked the entire time. Lindy Ruff praised him for that. He seems like a Lindy Ruff guy. I see Helenius making this open night roster because of tonight, but we'll have to see how he continues that. It's more than just Helenius who looks great on the younger side. We'll go through Victor Neutchev real quick. A guy, Rochester guy, younger, had shoulder surgery in March, out for the season. Returned to the Prospect Challenge for their last game, looked really good. First game tonight looked great as well. On the rush, fed Rosen. We'll get to him toward the end. But Neutchev could be a guy just fun to watch when he's in Rochester. Now the big dogs, the top line, something we were looking forward at this game. How is the combination of Zach Benson, Josh Norris, Tage Thompson going to work? Just looked pretty damn good. The second goal was phenomenal, and it's going to be the blueprint, I think, for the Sabres offense this year. Yes, we have the goals from the previous night, point shots, tips. That's always going to be there. Lindy Ruff even said his post-game presser, the Sabres don't really struggle too much with scoring dirty goals. But doing this, where you have, simple meat and potatoes hockey of puck on the half wall, gets down low, pass feet in circle, like that is just, hockey 101 basics. But to do it with the flair that Zach Benson had, to get the goalie to move, the defenseman to go with, and do the most absurd behind-the-back no-look pass you'll ever see, and put it right on Tage's tape is incredible. And I keep forgetting how just young Zach Benson is. He's going to be a mainstay here in Buffalo. I think he is primed for a breakout year. And we see why in the preseason, we see Adams, Ruff talk about how Josh Norris is the key to the Sabres, elevating their game. We saw that tonight. He was incredible on the faceoff, winning his first 9 of the day. Gives the Sabres so many great opportunities. He was on the power play, looked good. So excited to see Josh Norris, keep him healthy, and go from there. Now, Alex Lyon, we saw his first kind of look how he's going to look in Buffalo. It's late. That was a bad sentence. But Alex Lyon, stopped 13-14 for the Sabres through 2 periods. Played the puck well. He was there. Nothing crazy to write home about. Levi played the third, stopped all 5, so now he has 11 saves on 11 shots. through his, 2 periods of play so far. We'll see what that looks like for him, but he's looked good. He's, looking a lot more control and confident. Hopefully we can see him build on that, and especially in Rochester this year. Rasmus Dahlin, I'm going to go through my notes. He's so good. I could spend hours, nights, years talking about how good Rasmus Dahlin is, how lucky we are to have him. But we all know that. And I want to try not to take it for granted. It's like the Bills with Josh. He's otherworldly, things he can do with the puck. Zach Jones, really good. I liked his game today. Moves well. I liked him in training camp when I got to watch him. He's shifty. He's smaller. He looks like the same height as Bryson, but very good skater. Moved the puck well. I think by the end of the season, he's going to be a mainstay on this roster. I can't imagine the Sabres are going to change their D-core too much to start the year. But, I see Zach Jones really stepping in and helping out the Sabres' bottom 6 defensively. Now, Isak Rosen, a name that's polarizing isn't the right word, but just what has gone on. The first-round pick from just a few years ago, played in his 4th prospect challenge, and he just looked like he was stuck in the mud in the Sabres organization, wasn't able to get to that next level. But tonight, he looked really good. Let me rephrase. I don't know when he's really good. He looked good tonight. He had 4 shots on goal. He had 2 hits. But the thing that stuck out to me were his zone entries. He was very, very fluid and confident in those. And if he can find a niche of doing exactly that, getting the puck in and keeping possession of that, making some good passes like you'll see here, throwing some hits once in a while, that's what the Sabres need from him, and especially to get him in Buffalo. Like how he played in Rochester, being like all skill and kind of floating, isn't going to work in Buffalo. So I'm glad to see this. This is giving me hope that he is going to, get better, find areas of his game to, make a career here in Buffalo. So excited to see how he builds off this, the rest of training camp, the rest of preseason, and go from there. But folks, let me know how you're feeling. The Buffalo Sabres, 2-0 in preseason. I know it's just preseason, but it's good to enjoy how things are right now. Sabres are back this week. We have a ton of preseason games, a ton of stuff on the Crossing Swords podcast. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on tonight, what you want to see the rest of preseason. Let's go Sabres!